Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life has finally been released, and it's beautiful. There's so much to do and so much to discover that you might not know where to start. Well, don't worry, because this video was made specifically for you.
I made this for you.
That's right, you. Person with the bluish, brownish, greenish eyes. So enough talking and let's get into it. Here are 10 things I wish I knew on day 1 of Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life. Number 1. Set yourself up for financial freedom. Just like real life, money is important in Forget-Me-Not Valley. You heard right, it's Forget-Me-Not Valley. I refuse to call it Forgotten Valley. So it's imperative you set yourself up for success on day 1 so you can really start snowballing cash. Step number 1, forage. Flowers and aromatic herbs are fantastic items for gifts, and they're just sitting on the ground. Using these items as gifts allows you to sell items of higher value, such as your milk, eggs, and dig site items, instead of gifting them away for nothing. Step number 2, make sure you have 1500 G for the brush and fishing rod on day 3. Van's shop opens for the first time on day 3 of spring, and he sells a brush and, you guessed it, fishing rod. The fishing rod allows you to, start fishing, and there are so many characters who love fish, Daryl, and can give you very nice, expensive gifts if you befriend them. Not to mention, selling fish to Van can net you some good money if you're in a pinch. The brush increases the affection of your large animals faster, which makes their products go up in grade, which means they sell for more money, which means that you can use them in step number 3. Invest in your farm. It's all well and good to save up money, but the more you spend, the more you earn. They really changed the in-game economy in the remake, and sheep are the biggest beneficiary. Their wool sells for a pretty healthy sum, so make sure to bet on your abilities as a farmer instead of squirreling away cash. And my final tip for money making in this video is step number 4, haggle with Van. Now you could sell all your farm products through the shipping bin, but you're leaving money on the table. Now I understand you need money to make money, so you'll inevitably have to use a shipping bin early in the game, but if you see Van selling his wares in town, make sure you sell to him since you can get up to a 20% increase in profit if you haggle. Marvelous didn't put in any obvious indication that the haggling feature returned, but I can assure you it has. All you need to do is go through the typical process of selling an item, for example, some milk, but when he gives you a final price, select, "No, I changed my mind." It may not work the first time, but keep trying and eventually he'll offer a higher price to the tune of 20% extra. Just a little pro tip here, this isn't entirely confirmed, but in the original version, being better friends with Van will actually increase the potential of a successful haggle. That way, you don't have to spend 10 minutes trying to get the most bang for your buck. Number 2, brew some herbal soup. For those of you who played the original games, it's no secret that befriending the residents of Forget-Me-Not Valley is a massive part of the game. Befriending the bachelors and bachelorettes allows you to marry them, of course, but befriending the other villagers can net you cool items, farm machines, and interesting cutscenes. Of course, each character has different gifts that they like, and giving them those gifts will help raise their affection. Remember when I said the aromatic herbs that you can find and forage on the ground were great gifts? Well, in their forageable form, most villagers won't like them. You need to turn them into something greater. This new recipe, Herbal Soup, that was added into the remake is super easy to make and almost universally loved by all the residents in Forget-Me-Not Valley. All you need to do is find the aromatic herbs that are littered around the map in the spring season, go over to the kitchen and select soup, and place 1 herb in. And boom, you got yourself some herbal soup. You no longer have to spend hours in the dig site looking for gifts for Nami, or give away your hard-earned milk and fish to Matthew, Gavin, and Daryl. Pro tip, once you make herbal soup for the first time, it'll go into your recipe list, where you can mass produce it instead of making them one at a time. Number 3, unroll that fresh new map. Are you having difficulty triggering that Nami 2-heart cutscene? Can't seem to find Daryl to give him a gift? Well, fear not, because the map in A Wonderful Life finally has some utility. In the original version, the map listed some landmarks and showed you the location of your character and your dog. I can see how this can be useful for a new player who doesn't know Forget-Me-Not Valley yet, but after the first couple days, the map serves little to no purpose. Flash forward 20 years, and now the map is an incredibly valuable asset. We've lost the ability to see where the dog is, but you can finally see the location of every villager. All you have to do is move your cursor along the highlighted routes, and you can see which character is there in real time. Now, it isn't super specific. Unlike with our character, there isn't a little pin showing you exactly where the villagers are, so we don't know if they're in a building, outside, or walking towards a destination. But this is a massive improvement on the original map that encourages interacting with all the villagers and makes giving out gifts and triggering cutscenes so much easier. Number 4, do your neighbors a solid. In my opinion, the most exciting new addition in the remake is the request board. This new mechanic sits just outside the inn and provides us with some fun little side quests. Of course, they're really simple, like give this character this item, but they will reward you with affection with that villager and some free items that you could use, sell, or gift away. Now this seems pretty unimportant. The requests aren't super hard, and what you get back isn't mind-blowing, but if you're like me and want to complete the game, you'll be kicking yourself later for not picking up every request you can. The achievement that far and away takes the most time to get is completing 100 requests. Only a handful of requests are posted each season, and once they're gone, they're gone. If you skip a whole year of requests, that is so much more time you'll need to spend in the late game to get the Platinum Trophy. If you're not like me and you don't care about getting every achievement, you just want to play the game, you can disregard this tip. But just know you'll be missing out on 5 eggs from 𝗙𝗵𝗲 and 5 B rank watermelon seeds from 𝗂𝘀𝗶𝗰. Number 5, do drugs. That's right, gamers, I'm encouraging drug use. For legal reasons, this is a joke. Head on over to the Goddess Pond and enjoy some psychedelic shrooms. You'll be transported to a magical world filled with elves? Is that what the harvest sprites are? Are they elves? They do have elvish features and live in a forest. Anyways, leave a comment if you think they're elves like I do. Tangent over, funny drug bit over. The harvest sprites actually have some use in the remake. Every single day you can visit them and have a quick chat, and they'll teach you a recipe. If you're a completionist like me, this is an awesome feature since I'll no longer have to look for notes around town with recipes or cook blindly trying to make something. Even if you're not a completionist, there is some good value in recipes. They're great for gifts and money making, as most recipes, like 𝗏𝗏𝗄 soup, sell for more than the sum of their parts. This new feature is a win-win for all you gamers out there. Number 6, Gestation Cycles. For those of you Stardew Valley fans who are just used to buying a cow and having milk magically appear out of nowhere, get ready to be brought back to real life. Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, has gestation cycles. Finally, all that useful biology knowledge from high school can be used. In this game, female cows will only produce milk for 23 days after they give birth. You get 3 days of mother's milk for the newly produced baby, and 20 days of regular milk that you can turn around for a profit, use in recipes, or whatever you plan on using it for. That means when you start the game on day 1 and you have 20 days of milk, your cow will run out of milk on the first day of fall. To get her milking again, you need to A, purchase a miracle potion, or B, purchase a male cow and then purchase a free miracle potion. After that, the animal will finally become pregnant, and it takes another 20 days for them to give birth. So, if you start this process when your cow stops giving milk, well, you're gonna be waiting a while before you get more of that delicious white stuff.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
That's why I recommend beginning this process as soon as you can afford to do so, even if your cow is currently producing milk. Number 7, the games within the game. One of the coolest features that survive from the original A Wonderful Life are the minigames. There are 3 total minigames, 2 of which you have access to in the first season, that will reward you with free prizes. The first one I'll mention is the dreaded territory capture. To play this game, just head on over to the firework hut and talk to one of the boys, Charlie or Cole, to get started. Side note, I haven't been able to play territory capture with Cole just yet, so it looks like Charlie will have to do for me. Lucky for us, they definitely nerfed the difficulty, so it shouldn't be too hard to win. If you're looking for a strategy, I recommend starting out your game by picking the lines on the edge of the board and creating a very large perimeter. Stay away from the shapes that Charlie or Cole try to make, and once you get close to completing your massive shape, he'll look to block, but at that point,
It's already too late.
if you win this game 10 times, you'll also get a music disc. another item you'll need if you want to get all the achievements. The next game I'll talk about is a replacement to the milk drinking minigame, the cooking minigame. To play this minigame, all you need to do is head over to the inn super late at night and speak to Van on the 3rd and 8th of every season. In later chapters, there will be 2 more characters you can play this game with, but for now, let's just focus on Van. This minigame is pretty self-explanatory. You click the buttons in the order they come up as fast as you can. If you give Van a lot of food, you'll be rewarded with a cooked dish and a recipe. The final minigame that I won't mention since it has spoilers is very similar to the cooking minigame, but instead of a dish and a recipe, you're awarded with a fish. If you know this minigame, you know. Number 8, summon your steed. After you've spent some time in Forget-Me-Not Valley, you'll come to learn that the map is deceptively large, and walking from one end to the other takes some doing. You'll be happy to know that this headache can be fixed with a horse. Unfortunately, you're going to have to wait until the first day of summer, but if you take care of your animals and ship at least 1 egg and 1 milk, bam, 𝗙𝗵𝗲𝗏 buys a horse for you. And you even get to pick the color. I can't tell you how much more you can get done through sheer horsepower. I swear, with a horse, I can complete the dig site every day, collect all the forageables, give every villager a gift, complete all the minigames, and do some late night fishing. It's also a lifesaver for collecting cutscenes and hard events. Number 9, 4 special flowers. Remember how I said that the flowers are fantastic gift items? Well, that's true, but there are 4 exceptions. The Happy Lamp, the Sage Soil, the Trick Blue, and the Up Seed. The Happy Lamp are these red boys that can be found around Gestation Cycles in the summer. Sage Soils and Trick Blues can be found in the fall, by the waterfall and the swamp respectively. And finally, Up Seeds can be found in 2 places in the winter, between the dig site and Vesta's farm, and by Cody's house. These 4 flowers have very special properties when it comes to hybridizing. For all you first-time players, I won't spoil too much, but I will stress that it is absolutely, positively, certifiably imperative that you don't gift or sell these 4 flowers. Beginning in Chapter 2, a new mechanic will reveal itself that allows you to combine crops and create a whole batch of new crops, including trees. Not only will saving these flowers make the process faster, but will also allow you to make all of your current crops become much more lucrative. If you guys want a video that goes into further depth on this topic, make sure to drop a comment. And finally, number 10, explore. I can't tell you how many times I've played A Wonderful Life and stumbled upon a wacky, hilarious cutscene out of nowhere. More than any other farming simulator I've ever played, A Wonderful Life is zany and goofy. The dialogue between characters, the over-the-top predicaments villagers find themselves in, and the life that is present in Forget-Me-Not Valley is unmatched in the genre. If you stay cooped up on your farm, trying to make the most money possible, or focus all your attention on one bachelor or one bachelorette, you'll be missing out on, in what my opinion is, the best parts of the game. If you find yourself thinking, I don't really have much else to do today, I might as well go to sleep, stop yourself. Stop yourself and go have a drink at the Blue Bar, head on up to Romana's villa, swing by the ocean, do some fishing, or take a walk down by the Goddess Pond. There is so much to discover in this game, so I implore you to explore your surroundings and find out why the game is titled Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. Thanks so much for watching my video. I'm streaming Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life right now, so come on down to twitch.tv/JackDuckGoose to join in on the fun. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos from me, subscribe, hit the like button, and enable notifications. It really helps out. If there are any other videos you would like to see about the new remake, like crop hybridizing, cutscene triggers, or even a sequel to this video, feel free to leave a comment and I might just make it. Also, if you have any questions or want to join the community of people who also love farming games, make sure to join my Discord server. It's full of amazing, helpful people who might have the answer you're looking for. With all that being said, thanks again for watching my video. I'll see you in the next one.